Hey everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. I don't really know what to start reading in January. I feel like, it's the first month of a new year, 2021. I want to start it off right. So I feel a lot of pressure to choose the right books to read. So I've got, probably about 20 unread books on Audible that I need to get to. I've started to accumulate a fair amount of books on my windowsill, physical books. So I have so much to read. I'm not really desperate to pick any of them up straight away. There's no releases that I'm just like, yes, I have to drop everything and just read that book. So I don't know. I think one book that I think this time last year I said I was going to read in January is the 5am Club. So the 5am Club is this kind of like self-help book by a guy called Robin Sharma, and it is basically a way to transform your life. And I got the physical copy. I'm so sad I don't have it anymore. It's in South Africa in a box somewhere. And I'd been really wanting to start reading that at the beginning of 2020 because it was the year of growth and change and independence, and my god, I should have probably used it. But, this year is what it is. And maybe 2021, I don't know if I want to jinx it by saying it, but I don't think things can get any freaking worse. So, and in January, I am going to try and just have a very healthy month. I'm not going to say I'm not going to drink at all, but I want to just take a big break because I've realised how much money I could save for things like, the car that I really want to get one day, or the cat that I just really desperately want in my life. If I just cut out the expenditure of alcohol and predominantly wine in a month, I'd get there a lot sooner. So cutting out drinking a lot, waking up earlier, and having this book, the 5am Club, might be a really great start. So as the title obviously suggests, it's all about waking up early, having this healthy morning routine. And it's a very thick book, so I don't necessarily know how much they could really pack into a book about, your average morning, but I'm gonna give it a go. I've also got The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which is a journey to spiritual enlightenment. And this is a book that I read many, many years ago, and I got so much out of it. And, in the past, I actually suggested it to one of my exes to read, and they said that it helped them so much. And I feel like perhaps now that it's been a long time, maybe that is also a book that could come into my life and really help me out and relax me, calm me down. I mean, just yesterday I was having a full-blown panic attack about life and just how absolutely hard it is right now. So I think The Power of Now would be an excellent book to start off the new year with. It's all about being in the present moment and appreciating that. And I feel like a lot of us, and I'm very guilty for it, of just not appreciating the present moment and always thinking of either the past, the future, and worrying and stressing. And God, I don't want to live my life like that anymore. So I know that I'm never going to be perfect. There's always going to be stresses in life. I'm not naive to that, but I hope that this book could help guide me back into a state of mind that I'd honestly rather be in. I also feel like a book that I've already got on Audible that I will probably definitely pick up, if not January, then probably before the end of the year, is Every Last Secret by Torre, and she wrote the Girl in Sixties series, which I absolutely loved. So it's adult thriller fiction, very erotic, but so exciting and fun. So this book is about this woman called Kat, and she's got a really perfect life, and then she's got a successful husband, a successful job, blah, 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 I think. She's got a massive social standing, and then one day they get new neighbours, and the neighbours move in. She greets them with open arms, but it's not all as it seems. The new lady next door starts to develop a very unhealthy obsession with Kat's husband and basically wants her life, but at the same time she is trying to befriend her, which is scary. It sounds riveting, and I'm hoping to get a bit more of that steamy sexiness that I got from her Girl in 60 series. And yeah, it's definitely one of my anticipated books that I think it's only just recently gotten published, maybe even earlier this month. So a new book, and I'm very much excited for it. Then a book that I just finished was The One by John Mars, which I absolutely loved, and I'll cover that in my December wrap up. But because I loved it so much and I really enjoyed his writing, it's the first book I've ever read of his, so I'd like to find another book of his to read. He's written quite a number of books, so I'm just on Audible now looking at what he's got available. We've got one called The Passengers, and that is 11 hours 40 minutes long, 34 ratings. It's almost got 5 out of 5 stars all round. We've got When You Disappeared by John Mars, which has got 80 ratings, and it's a solid 4 out of 5 stars. The Good Samaritan, I haven't seen that one before. The Minders, I have seen this one, What Lies Between Us. 11 hours 27 minutes, 117 ratings, and it is a 4.5 star, what's it called, average. I think that might be the one. Let's have a look at what it says about it. Nina can never forgive Maggie for what she did, and she can never let her leave. They say every house has its secrets, and the house that Maggie and Nina have shared for so long is no different, except that these secrets are not buried in the past. Every other night, Maggie and Nina have dinner together. When they're finished, Nina helps Maggie back to her room in the attic and into the heavy chain that keeps her there, because Maggie has done things to Nina that can never be forgiven, and now she's paying the price. But there are many things about the past that Nina doesn't know, and Maggie is going to keep it that way, even if it kills her, because in this house, the truth is more dangerous than lies. I'm not sure if I'm really feeling that premise, actually. I thought that it would sound a little bit more interesting. What's The Passengers? Let's see what that one's like. 8 self-drive cars set on a collision course. Who lives, who dies, you decide. The new gripping thriller from the best-selling author of The One, soon to be a major Netflix series. Super excited for that, by the way. When someone hacks into the systems of 8 self-drive cars, their passengers are set on a fatal collision course. The passengers are a TV star, a pregnant young woman, a disabled war hero, an abused wife fleeing her husband, an illegal immigrant, a husband and wife and parent of 2, who are all travelling in separate vehicles, and a suicidal man. Now the public have to judge who should survive, but are the passengers all that they first seem? Ooh. Okay, that sounds right up my street. Buying that right now with my Audible credit that I've got. That's definitely on my list of books that I want to read in January. I think I'll leave it there for now. I feel like I'll get through a lot more books than that because, COVID-19, quarantine, no work. There's not much else to bloody do. But yeah, I'm always changing my mind of what books I want to read. So it's always a very, I might read that, but I probably, by the end of the month when I do my wrap up, I'll probably give you a list of a whole bunch of other books that were not on that list that I've read. So there you go. They are some books hopefully I'll get to. Who knows? Let's see how we go. I hope you're all well. Let me know what you're going to be reading in January, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.